We live. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Blast.
Oh shit!
Yeah, I know. She had the shit out of you, huh?
we left. We went into the intros, just two of us, and then boom, here we is.
Black Girl Magic. It happened.
What's happening?
What's up?
What's happening?
What's craculating?
Nothing much. 2020 almost over.
Thank God.
And this our what, 5th year doing this, right? This so man, it's kind of a special show.
What's up, Denise?
This is true.
What's up?
5 years, and they ain't been able to stop us yet.
Yeah.
Well, they didn't stop me. They didn't stop me. They put my ass in Facebook jail a few times.
No, they call themselves trying to time you out, but
a few times. Wow. You've been in the pen. You've been in the pen.
Yo, man, I'm institutionalized.
They always holding you back from the shit. But,
well, hey, we can start off the show on some good news. So supposedly Thomas J. Dart and Mr. Michael Miller both have COVID.
This nigga say some good news.
Say what? Oh.
Yeah, they both got it. I can tell you Thomas J. Dart didn't get it from the jail though. That motherfucker treating the jail like it's a motherfucking volcano erupted.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
No. Hey. Well, obviously, if he ain't coming to the jail, you don't need to let nobody out that motherfucker to stop them from getting it.
Man, dude,
like,
you hear that?
Like they were advocating.
I ain't even got nothing to say. You just see my eyes widen up really wide.
I mean, how you advocating that motherfucker? Yeah, we know you committed a crime, but with this COVID shit, we're gonna let you out of jail. Fuck that. What's wrong with these people, man?
Man, did y'all hear
what's wrong with them?
That they shot at an IDOT worker on the expressway?
Say again.
Say again now.
They shot at an IDOT worker on the expressway this morning.
Oh, so you mean niggas are niggas?
So what? We said niggas are nigging.
You know what I mean?
My question is, for what?
Nigga shit.
See, having nigga moments.
Here's
this nigga moment in history.
When you have your government making excuses on why you doing fuck shit, when you have, then that goes from the governor to the mayor to the state's attorneys to the judges to the aldermen, all this shit. So they're giving you excuses. Then people saying, oh, well, Kim Fox letting people out of jail because of COVID. No, she was doing this shit before COVID.
This was way before COVID.
Right. So when you know there's no retribution to anything that you do, why not do it?
I mean, keep on keeping on, I guess. Keep on doing the same shit you getting away with. I don't
Mhm.
know.
That's all this shit
Until
is.
until it begins to affect them directly, they're not gonna give a fuck, and ain't nothing gonna
Thank
change with
you.
it.
Exactly.
Well, that's what I said before. See, they know most of the people they let out, they going right back to the black neighborhood to continue
Right? They're not
destroying.
going out to Evanston and Naperville and shit like that. They're going over there to 63rd, and you know it don't directly impact them. So until
Right.
see, here's the thing: you need to let them out and be like, you can't go back to where you're from. You know what I'm saying? Because it's a bad environment. So we need to up your chances of survival in this, you know, in this atmosphere. So go to Naperville, go to Evanston, you know, go to where the quote unquote good people live. Because then there'll be a good influence on them, right? Because it's all about the influence, right?
Right.
People only commit crime because they influence to do so. And if you can't hear the sarcasm in my voice, please listen harder. So, I mean, you know, since it's all about the influence, then let them send them out there to where they can be better influenced.
In
Man.
theory,
Let them
my bad.
I mean,
my mute
I
didn't
like
work.
hearing my voice too, man. Go turn that shit up.
your
my,
mute didn't mute.
nah, my mute didn't work.
Oh.
My mute was acting like the state's attorney. It wasn't working.
Ooh. Talk about shady.
But
So hey, so check this. I want to start it off on this video. I saw this video the other day. I posted it on my page, and because at first I was like shit, but I guess it must have went down the timeline because only my cousin is the only one that responded to it.
what's up, Armando?
Mhm.
So this is about a black man who started he started a business in Texas, and it's for, you know, he said it's for black people, but it's for black people to it's supposed to be a elegant restaurant, and this man is under fire now.
Oh, True Kitchen? I've seen this video.
True Kitchen.
It stirred up a very good conversation.
Oh,
but
wait, when they was twerking in the restaurant?
Yeah. Let's just play the video so the people who haven't seen it.
I invested a lot of money into buying this building, into developing this concept, so black people can have somewhere nice to go to, okay? Somewhere where we can feel good about ourselves as a, come on, stop the music, please. Somewhere where our people can feel good about ourselves as a culture, okay? No, real talk. And so all this twerking and shit, take it to Prime, take it to Pink, don't bring it here because we're a restaurant. And so beyond that, 75% of our customers are ladies. And I want men to show respect for themselves and how they carry themselves here. So how can I tell the men to respect themselves and you guys are twerking on glass here? If you want to do it, get the fuck out my restaurant. Because I did it for our people and I did it for our culture. So don't do it now. Don't do it again. I don't want to hear it. If you don't like it, get out because I don't need your money. I need to provide something for my people. And don't do it again. Thank you.
So this man is under fire. Hey, what's up, Stanzewski? He's under fire because he's saying, look, y'all come here. And the thing is, he really didn't have a problem with them doing a little bit. But when you start climbing on the chairs, old girl climbing on the she on the glass, if you fall through or whatever, y'all gonna sue the owner and say, well, he didn't protect us. But the comments that this black man got were just downright disgusting. They was like, well, you shouldn't play Turkin there's certain music because sometimes when music get up, black women can't control themselves. They just got to start moving.
Okay, that was a weak ass argument right there. However,
I'll let y'all get in there because I got my 2 cents.
I will say this. I saw the video I was watching Won't Stick to Sports with Kerry Champion and forget the other young lady's name. I love them both. But anyway, Jamel Hill. And they showed it. Now, here's my problem. Your DJ was playing Throw That Ass in the Circle.
Yeah.
But you sitting there saying that you're an elegant restaurant and you playing Throw That Ass in the Circle. All they were doing was, I mean, come on, man. I mean, come on, fam. I mean, I could see if he was playing Mozart in the background, they got up, started, twerking to Beethoven's Fifth Symphony or some shit. But they was playing Throw That Ass in a Circle. And they got up and started throwing that ass in a circle. So, I mean,
that's a great point because you talk about
that. He sounds just as dumb. Look, some years ago, me and my boy got thrown out of a strip club because we were balling the ones up and throwing them at the strippers, and they said it was disrespectful. I said, "What?"
Nigga, I got kicked out of strip club because I had a ball cap on, and they said that shit was disrespectful.
The nigga told me, I need somebody to disrespect me and throw some money at me. I don't really care how you throw it at me. Just disrespect the shit out of me.
This was my take on it. Now, this is your restaurant. Now, mind you, I don't know if y'all know that he came and spoke to them three times. Was it 2 or 3 times before he blew up?
Right. He asked them several times, could y'all calm that shit down? Right.
Cool. Now, you got a restaurant where you want to have an upscale restaurant for Black people for the culture. Cool. You got a whole DJ. His name was Daquan. Okay. This nigga in the fucking restaurant playing, like you said, throw that ass in a circle, motherfucking body, yada, yada. I swear
Did this nigga find out who the DJ name was, really?
Right. Then, this is my thing. He should have, I understand, because that's his spot. He could not have whoever the fuck he don't want to have. However, you don't address somebody specifically to make a point to the whole restaurant. If you felt like it was particularly that group of people that kept doing it, you speak to them in their own section.
Actually,
you don't do it as a whole because I saw that
3 different groups.
Okay, but look, my man. But see, I get what Shell's saying, and I
got what you're saying.
Felt the same way. You don't take this time out to black shame me. I don't need you to tell me how I should be acting as a black person, especially since I wasn't over there in one of them 3 groups.
Especially towards Black women, because it always seems like, and from what I can see from my perspective, it always seems like men or Black men be like, oh yeah, shake your ass, twerk, twerk, body, yada, yada. But then in certain situations, like, sit down, be a lady, dress nice, have clothes on. It's like, make up your fucking mind. Can we not have fun and be a part of the culture of what we are to dance and have fun? But I also understand the fact that not every situation involves you to be shaking your ass. But you're playing music too.
We're a walking contradiction, though. You know what I'm saying? We're a walking contradiction because, look, as a father, it is. But look, as a father, I see some shit like that. I'm like, all right, man, old girl doing it. But do I want to see my daughter doing some shit like that? Nah, not today, not ever.
Right. No.
You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, you know what?
Oh, no.
Right. So, because you, like you said, you see a female doing it, you staring. Right. Your daughter doing it, you want to kick her in the back. Sit your ass down.
Like the hell
then
wrong
on top of that, he was saying all of this, and then you came out in some regular shit. You feel up class. I ain't never seen no high class restaurant where a nigga just came out in some regular shit. Wear your suit, wear your tie. Why you ain't
came
looking...
out in a short sleeve polo and shit? Like, yo, wear your shirt and tie, bro.
but you know
That's
what?
why I feel like he's not wrong and they're not wrong. It's just that
Here's the problem.
situation.
When your DJ plays Throw That Ass in the Circle, all bets was off.
Yeah. The problem is we have a lot of young men and women that don't know how to dress for the occasion.
What up, Sam? It's good to see you at the beginning of the show.
Yeah, I know. But you know, a lot of people don't know how to dress. I mean, when I was coaching at Morgan Park, you know, game day, I wanted my kids to have on a shirt, tie, nice slacks, belt, and some nice shoes. No gym shoes.
That makes sense.
And you know how many parents gave us hell because of that? So and I tried to explain it to them. When you got a recruiter coming to the school and they see everybody sagging or everybody else looking a certain way, your son tends to stand out. So when they come talk to the coaches, what do you think they're gonna ask? Hey, Danita, how you doing, sweetheart? I ain't seen you in forever.
Hey, what's going on?
What's up, Miss Hill?
When your kids don't know how to dress, and I mean when they dress a certain way, the coach, when the recruiters come talk to the coach, hey, the kid right there, do he play football or basketball or whatever sport? You say yeah. So game day, they might not be there to see your kid per se, but trust me, your kid is on their mind.
Right.
Now you done got them a step ahead. The rest of the school, as long as he's doing this, you know, his grades and everything's up to par. But if you look presentable, people take you serious.
Right.
I don't think they took that man serious.
They could not. They could not have took him serious because they just kept doing it. But it's sad that he had to take it to a moment as if like he's scolding children, which is sad. But
because if you think about it, do we ever do white people like that? Do you ever take white people to the side and be like, "Yo, this is how you should act"? You know,
negative. But then again, people try
you reflecting bad on the culture. But somebody always telling black people about how they should act to reflect on the culture, and that's fine if we do it in a personal setting.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But to do
try
that
to
shit
compare
publicly,
them.
Yeah,
doing that shit at a white restaurant. They was like, you ain't finna do this shit in Ruth Chris. But is Ruth Chris playing back that ass up?
I would say Ruth Chris. I will bet you an entire paycheck you will never hear Throw That Ass in a Circle at Ruth Chris.
Not that we have to blame us shaking our ass due to music, because black people can turn the most corniest shit into the most hypest shit.
Man,
I'm
here to tell you, the first time I see a black woman twerking to Beethoven's Fifth Symphony, I'm done.
Hey,
look,
don't get it twisted.
Let me go search on YouTube.
Yo, don't get it twisted because look, let me tell you something. One of the first mixes I ever heard, which made me fall in love with hip hop and mixing and all that before, like, you know, Rakim and all that. Dude took Beethoven's Fifth Symphony and basically scratched it into a whole nother beat. And I was like, how the fuck did he do that? Coldest shit I ever heard.
No, and I got that, but see, that's a little different.
Oh, you talking about just twerking to the regular symphony? Don't get it twisted. You think somebody won't do that shit? You think one of these?
I don't know why he don't think.
Don't get it twisted.
What planet you been living on? I'm telling you.
If they can twerk to Baby Shark, come on, son.
Have you never seen the clip of the young boys? They in school and one of them playing the piano. I forgot the name of the song, but it's like bum, 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 and he fucking dancing to it.
No,
I gotta show it to you.
But I'll tell you what is out of control. That little Megan Thee Stallion, yada yada yada, whatever song that chicks was out here twerking. Did it?
Nah, you ain't see them niggas out here twerking.
That's what I'm saying. When the dudes did it,
man.
Nah, son. Some stuff you just need to leave for the ladies, man.
Nigga straight like this talk about body yada yada.
Check
Nah,
you talking about the other day I worked. So this transsexual had to take him to the dispensary. He see another transsexual. They like, where you going? You know, this Negro had the nerve to say, I'm going. They give me a shot of my pussy. I got to get my pussy juice. Fuck. I don't want to hear this shit. Matter of fact, I have never felt sorry for an inmate before, but the other inmate that was walking with us, look he had on his face, I felt sorry for that man.
Yeah.
I
never heard.
What up, Nisha?
Hey, what's going on?
So this man said yes, he had to go get his pussy juice. I'm like, okay. Let me hear it.
I couldn't even listen to the song because I like Megan Thee Stallion, but this particular song, I'm just like, oh my God, cut that shit the fuck off.
Like, look, it fucked it all up for me because the first time I saw, it was an AKA. She was like, I don't normally do this, but she did a little video for it and she was throwing that thing, right? And so, so it was another couple videos I saw, you know, females, they was doing, they was rocking it. When I saw
then here come the niggas.
And then here come these old buff ass dudes. I'm like, come on, man, you just fucked up the whole vision.
Oh,
you know?
Yo, that's all I'm in our last days.
I think that some shit just need to be left to the women. Some shit just need to be left to the men, and that's just that. But if I say that, you know, I'm not about being inclusive and all of that shit. It's just like, even though I know they doing it for fun, okay, not to denounce them doing it for fun. What's going on with the baby?
I don't know, but you know, every time I hear it, I be getting, you know,
the Ron Grandpa senses go up.
Grandpa feelings be like,
hey, me and Deron was talking about the other day, right? We was like, I was like, man, my mama and my father let the grandkids get away with all kind of shit that I could never get away with. I would get stomped. They get away with the shit.
I relate to it now because we just old people trying to get into heaven now.
That's what he said.
Just old people trying to get into heaven. I can't do it.
Yes, I relate. It's all good.
Hey, check this out. I don't know where this video right here took place.
Mm-hmm.
And if y'all seen it in nowhere, let me know.
Okay. Oh, I see this shit. I don't know where this took place, but random. I think that this chick screamed like 50 times.
So, dude tried to kill his girlfriend or some shit? Like what?
I don't know if that was the girlfriend or the ex-girlfriend.
I don't know. I think they said it was the ex-girlfriend. I don't remember where they said this was, but somehow like he was mad supposedly for her breaking up with him, and this nigga said,
See, now, me and Deborah just had this conversation, right? And I don't get it, man. As many females as out here in the world, dudes worried about one breaking up with them.
I'm telling you, when you got that wop, nigga, crazy.
Look here, man. I had a friend when I was growing up, and you know, she used to have like stalking issues, like motherfuckers just wouldn't leave her alone. And one day she asked me, she said, "Why you ain't never hit on me?" I said, "Cause I see what you be doing to the mother niggas. I don't want nothing. That's a pussy you can keep right there."
That's why, like Eric, I do. I can.
So that's some shit you can keep right there.
What up, cuz? I see you.
You got the voodoo spirits of your shit. We don't want.
Man, one time she had me, you know, cause back in the day, like nowadays, a chick will screenshot your shit. Back in the day, they used to like just hit you up with a three-way, right? She had three-way me in on this one call. Nigga on the phone, like crying, like a straight bitch. Like, why you doing me like this? And I'm like, I'm sitting there looking at. She was like, yo, because she
just so you could hear how he was.
She was like, because she was like, just so you know, I ain't making this shit up.
Damn.
She
like,
just
and you know what? And you know what? And I used to say to her jokingly, like, yo, if you was a nigga, you'd be my best friend. Well, I guess that wasn't so far from the truth. You know what I'm saying?
But
yo, that's wild.
I don't understand these guys out here. Okay, female break up with you. I mean, cry, get over it, and call it the day.
I don't even see what you're crying for. You'd be like, give me a minute.
I don't know.
I'd be like, give me a minute. Let me get my feet back wet because I've been out the game for a minute. But watch how this shit work.
There's something in the water, something in the fluoride, or some shit. Cause
man, I you can sit up there and cry, then to sit up here and try to take a motherfucker out. Shit.
Yeah, but I'm yo, if a nigga cry in front of me, he might want to shoot me at this all said and done.
Why?
Because after he done crying, I'm like, you know, we're gonna talk about this later, right?
Yo, I don't get it. I don't get it.
You know, we're gonna talk. You know, we're gonna talk about them crocodile ass tears when this is over with. Right?
That's better than spending 20 to life for killing the motherfucker.
Right. I don't mean to backtrack, but I forgot this point about the whole True Kitchen twerking chicks. So tell me about how niggas profit off some shit, okay? Because it was another restaurant. Them niggas was like, if you ain't dancing in this motherfucker, that means you ain't having a good time and the food ain't good. Them motherfuckers profit. They was like, come to our restaurant, you can shake your ass.
Wow. Yo, I think
it's in New Orleans.
Yo, yeah, because again, in a group that I'm in, somebody posted a picture of this and was like, they ain't from Atlanta. That's all I'm gonna say. Because everybody in the restaurant damn near was twerking, but they were like, they ain't from Atlanta. I was like, oh, so y'all got it like twerking locked or something, like whatever. But yeah.
I mean, it's like you gotta.
Are they advertising themselves as a fine dining establishment? And if you are,
yeah, from what they say, yeah.
Okay, but here's the thing. Again, once you throw that ass in a circle, all bets is off. Like you do not have the right to come out and chastise nobody when your music man has just played the unedited version, mind you, of Throw That Ass in a Circle.
Now, Durando, what do you say towards the people that have said, well, it doesn't matter what music you playing, you should know how to act in certain establishments? What's your take on that?
Okay.
It was a lot of people saying that.
See, here's the here's my that's what I meant by the whole black shaming thing, right? Because we never tell white people about how they should act. We never tell them like, you don't need to be acting like you from a trailer park. You know, we don't never tell white people shit like that. But here's my thing. If you wouldn't do it in someone else's establishment, i.e. a white person or another nationality, why are you doing it here? But again, See, this is a cause and effect type of thing, right?
But is
If
it
I
like the
want,
comfortability of being around your own people
right,
to not feel that
might
sense of judgment?
have something to do with it. In which case, here's the thing: as a black owner, it's my job to set a certain standard, right? So if I say this is the atmosphere of my restaurant or what have you, Throw That Ass in the Circle is not going to be on the playlist.
You would
Right?
have music, but it would be fucking not.
It
no
would
shit
be
you
like
shaking
some
your ass.
dining music, and it's gonna be low, and y'all can still have conversations at your table,
Right.
shit like that. But now he did play Throw That Ass in the Circle. As an owner, I'm gonna come to you as a black man to some black women and say, hey, look, like, and we understand that they say he did that 2 or 3 times, and they basically was like, don't get the fuck out of here with your goof ass, whatever.
When I'm sure they was drinking.
Well, they wasn't from Chicago,
alcohol,
so they probably didn't say with your goof ass, but you know,
it was
that
from
was
Chicago.
sentiment.
Nah,
Oh, well, you know,
nah.
I'm saying that's some Chicago shit. We'll
Oh.
call them up for goofy in a minute. Get the fuck out of here with your goof ass.
Right.
You know,
But I'm
and we don't
sure
even
you
say the whole
serving
word
drinks.
goofy. It's like goof. GOOF
Right.
with your goof ass. But
I'm sure
I
you
mean,
serving drinks and they just, sipping and having a good time. So I don't know. Like, to me, like I said, it's a catch-22. You can't play Back That Ass Up or Back That Ass in a Circle or whatever the hell.
Right,
and now
throw
they
that ass
expect
in the circle, man.
motherfuckers.
Throw
Oh,
that
I'm
ass in the circle.
sorry.
Well, she always never threw that ass in a circle.
In a circle. I don't shake my ass because I barely have any to shake. But I understand.
That ain't Stop Honeybee. Let me
It damn
stop.
sure. Oh shit! Hold on. You better leave my homegirl alone. You better leave her alone. But this is my thing too, and I just wanted to bring it up because we talked about this. You can't be a black person that's for all black people. You can't.
Right.
You can't. Because there are every type of black person. You got the what they call so-called bougie black person, or the conservative black person, or the nerdy black person, or the ghetto ratchet black person. We have so many elements on subcultures to our culture. It's like you got niggas, you got black people. It's like, are you gonna love all of us, or you just gonna feel like you gotta love some of these motherfuckers?
I mean, you know what?
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Oh no, I feel you, and trust me. Here's the way I'm gonna take it a step further for what you're saying. I can love all black people. I can just choose how and when I'm gonna be around you, right? Because some of us can wear different hats. Like I could be just as thugged out as the next dude, but I can also hold a conversation with a Rhodes Scholar. You know, it just depends on what my atmosphere is. However, everybody can't take them hats off and switch them up. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. It's like code switching within the culture because we already code switch
because black people are not monolithic, and that's what white people need to understand. You can't look at a black person and say that all black people are this way because of these motherfuckers that you're looking at over here. You know what I'm saying?
And then that one black person be like, "Oh my God, you're not like all other black people." You're just like, "No, shut your ass."
So okay, and I'm glad that you say that.
Shut your ass up.
I'm gonna tell you one of the problems that I have.
What
if you listen to a lot of our people, they want everybody to move the same, talk the same, think the same, be the same. Because if you think different than me, then you a coon. So who sets this barometer on who's the coon?
Right. I feel you.
So and that's what I have
a problem
with, because we'll say, okay, look, black people is not, like you said, a monolith. We is a wide range. But then when we deal with ourselves, no, we all gotta be right here.
Right.
Which to me is bullshit.
Right.
All three of us, we agree on things. There's things that we don't disagree, and hey, we cool. But if Deron say, well, no, we need to go right, and I say we need to go left, that'll make Deron a coon or me a coon.
Right. Even though it, like you're saying, it could go both ways. You could have a ghetto person and a person that considers themselves conservative or bougie, and they both think each other as a coon. Well, you a coon because you over here shucking and jiving as a ghetto person, or you a coon because you think you too good to be black. You think you white.
Right.
See, but
Catch
the
22.
problem is that black people use that word coon so loosely, and it's not. It's rarely, if ever, justified. It's like,
Right.
okay, so
Right.
somebody prefers to speak properly. That don't make them a coon. Someone thinks differently than you do. That don't make you a coon. You know, and it's
Right.
like, come on, man. Now, I mean, it's just like, again, and we'll go back to it. I'm pretty sure we may bring it back up next week or whenever. But the whole thing with Ice Cube, when I brought up the question, it wasn't about you know, canceling Ice Cube. I never called Ice Cube a coon. I said
Right.
what the problem is that I had. And
Mhm.
I said point blank, I feel like he let Trump play him, and
Mhm.
he's smarter than that, and that he should have took control of the narrative and said, I presented it to the Democrats. They told me, they put me on pause. They said, wait till after the election. I presented it to the Republicans. They said, let's meet. So I'm gonna go see what they talking about. I'm gonna get back with you, family. And he should, but
And he
instead,
recently spoke on it. I didn't
right,
catch the whole thing.
but instead he said nothing, and he allowed the Trump camp to put out that they had a meeting. So now you look bad because what you're doing it in secret for, and you know Trump is all about the publicity.
Right.
So you should
And
never take a meeting with this motherfucker and not take control of that narrative.
right. But you know what? And I think Cube stepped in a playing field that he really was unfamiliar with.
But
So
see, this is the problem. See, a lot of people give too much consideration and give too much credit to Ice Cube. Ice Cube has always had a voice. He's always had an opinion. And ever since he was about 18, 19 years old, he's always had a platform to use it. Okay,
He was
but that don't
in
always
a
make
group
Ice
called
Cube
Niggas
right.
with Attitude.
Right.
Right, but that don't always make him right. That makes him a little
Right.
bit of a rebel. That makes you a little bit, you know what I'm saying? But that don't make you right.
Right.
But see, and that's the problem with I have a problem with Ice Cube. I have a problem. I don't necessarily have a problem, but I have a problem when you have people like Ice Cube and Charlamagne the God. They use their platform, they say this shit, and then the thing is that when you have a platform, whether it's small like ours or big like this, you have a responsibility to be as factual as possible, because most of the people listening to you are not going to go back and research that shit. They're going to take what you said and run with it because they feel like
that's a problem now.
Because they feel like you've already done the research, right? Which is why we tell people, yo, go research and fact check us. They don't do it for the most part. But because we have a certain amount of integrity, we'll come back and say, yo, I was wrong on this. We said this, whatever, it was fucked up, you know, whatever, blah, 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 whatever. But that don't always happen in mainstream media.
And that's the problem now. We got too many people trying to look for a savior or people that have the answers. It's all about you thinking for yourself and researching shit for yourself. But motherfuckers ain't gonna do that because that's too hard, too much work, don't want to do it. And so they just believe any fucking thing.
Here's the problem I have with this, Sam, with because Candace Owens shouldn't tell Cardi B whatever, just like D.L. Hughley shouldn't have told Ice Cube, because D.L. Hughley got mad because Ice Cube met with Trump, and he said no entertainer should meet with a politician. Let's go with that. If you feel like that, then D.L. Hughley should have said something about Cardi B talking to Joe Biden.
Well,
Candace Owens
First of all,
Cardi B, Candace Owens said Cardi B shouldn't jump into the political ring because she's an entertainer. If she feels like that, let's go with that. If she feels like that, then she should have said something Ice Cube.
Okay, so well, let me just say, anybody who has a problem with entertainers and politics, why did you? Trump was effectively an entertainer. Ronald Reagan was a fucking actor. You know what I'm saying? I mean, Arnold Schwarzenegger was the governor of California for how many years? I mean,
come on.
I mean,
Tom Dark look like a sheriff.
As long as you have valid points and you're actually fighting for, like, Muhammad Ali is an entertainer, but no one would say he shouldn't have had a part in civil rights. Harry Belafonte, you know what I'm saying? My man from the Celtics, I can't think his name right now.
You talking about Bill Russell?
Bill Russell,
yeah.
Right? Jim Brown. I mean, all Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. We could go on with the number of entertainers from the 60s who were effective activists. So to say that somebody that's an entertainer should not be an activist, I think you overstepping your bounds, because maybe that's not for you. Maybe that's not for you. And I'm talking about DLU. But you can't say that ain't for everybody. All I would ask is that if you're an entertainer and you got something to say, make sure number one is make sure that you have your ducks in a row, and make sure that you speaking facts.
And see, the reason I put those two together, because Candace Owens, being a Republican, didn't have a problem with Cube talking to a Republican, but you had a problem with Cardi B talking to a Democrat.
Right.
Hewley, being a Democrat, didn't have a problem with Cardi B talking to the Democrat, but you had a problem with Cube talking to Republican. So if that's the way you feel and that's the way you think, you need to think like that across the line. Not
when both sides is fucked up.
That you don't like.
They only like it because they ain't on the side of what they're on. So if you don't agree with me, you against me.
And
kind of mentality.
That's the problem I have with it. If this is the way you feel, I can't control the way you feel. But you shouldn't feel this way because they talking to the person that you're going against.
Right.
You should want them to talk to the person that you're going against, so you can get a better idea what the person's trying to do. So, but I got a question to everybody. Would you all let this person work on your car?
Oh, I thought it was a video.
No.
It's just pictures?
Yeah, it's 3 pictures. You see what she got in her hand, right?
Yeah.
Acting like she's trying to work on.
This is just a photo shoot, right?
I have no idea.
It's gotta be just.
Where the fuck did you get that?
Why they couldn't give her a screwdriver? Why they had to give her?
At first, I'm like, yeah, women fix cars. I know how to do certain shit, but she
number one, that's gotta be a photo
shoot.
shoot. Because ain't no woman fixing no car. You see her nails, them shit really done.
But even if it is a photo shoot, why does she have a tire iron in her hand?
Because whoever taking the picture is just as dumb as she is.
Exactly. That's almost like Sam Feet.
Ooh. Ooh.
Every episode.
Hey Sam, that I don't whatever your response is, don't put y'all to
it. She said no one can make that call if you educate yourself and you don't make arguments.
She pretty much has a fucking tire iron to fucking change tires, but looking under the hood.
The problem now, not enough entertainer, athletes, etc., involved in everyday issues out here. Doesn't make sense. All these entertainers first time voting this year.
But this is my thing when it comes to that. Fuck what these celebrities is doing. Who cares?
Right.
You need to stop focusing on them.
Right.
And how they feel about shit.
Because somebody has a platform don't mean that they have nothing to say. So I don't really care nothing about that. You know,
I don't expect nobody.
Just because you're an actor, just like I don't expect Denzel Washington to say nothing. I don't expect. When I was younger, like people was, well, Michael Jordan ain't saying nothing. I don't expect Michael Jordan to say nothing. But Michael Jordan puts a lot of money behind shit.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
We can't expect shit from celebrities and entertainers. We ain't in their tax bracket. So why the fuck would we need to be caring about how they feel about?
All I know is that the most people who know how to tell people what to do with their time and money are people who ain't got none.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Which is why I try to stay out of like I don't like. I listen to what entertainers say because that way I can check them. Because like with Diddy and Charlamagne the God with that whole and Nick Cannon dumbass with that whole well we holding our vote. No, now's not the time for you to be telling black people not to vote.
Right.
Now that we have won the election, now's the time to be talking that hold your vote shit. Because now it's time to say, okay, look, we put you in office. You're on the clock for 4 years. At the end of this clock, we're gonna see what you've done, and then we're gonna determine where the vote gonna go from there.
But you know what? And
I don't feel like they need to be telling anybody to do anything.
well, here's the problem.
I ain't talking about. I'm not talking about them per se. I'm talking about us as consumers and voters. We need to. Now's the time for us to hold the politicians accountable. Not when it's time to vote to say, well, no. That's too late then.
I personally think that it's not going to happen. And you want to know why? Because motherfuckers is just happy that Trump ain't going to be in office.
I mean, you know
that's
what?
All they focus on.
And that's the sad part about the political process is that too many people think that it starts and ends with what you did November 4th.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And that's not and that's why a lot of shit never gets done. And when people start complaining about shit, I'm like, yo, I mean, what black political action committees are you a part of? You know, what form of economic sanctions did you impose? Like David has been imposing economic sanctions on Best Buy for what, 10, 15 years now?
This nigga is on a petition, baby.
The thing is, you gotta be true to something. You can't keep going to the Arab store and they treat you like shit, and all you do is come back and complain.
But perfect example, when these women were still going to the fucking nail shop, that had that whole thing happen. What was that, last year?
When the man broke the window and went to jail, and he came back, same women that he went to jail for were still in there.
Still in that motherfucker after he done went and defended you dumb hoes.
But they complained about the way they were being treated. But you keep going back.
Now, here's the reality of it. We thought that we let me answer these. Let me answer these.
You ready for the second one? You want to start on this one? Second one?
Well, I'll start with the first one.
Okay.
What they did in the 60s was relevant, but no one forced them into the spotlight. They gravitated there because that was their calling, because it bothered them enough to what was happening with black people. We're pushing black people like, yo, you got a microphone, you should say something. You know, you got a platform, why you not saying nothing? Just because they got a platform don't mean I want to hear from them.
And
right?
Don't mean that they got something to say about that.
And because everybody, just because you got a little money and a little status, don't mean that you have an opinion politically, social, or economically. You know what I'm saying? Some people are just cool with where they're at. Now, as far as we thought we had made it when Obama got elected, no. Black people thought they had made it in the 80s and 90s, which is because when the civil rights era kind of quote unquote effectively ended and they passed us the baton, and I've said this before, we got relaxed. Why? Because Negroes was making a little bit of money. They were in a better social economic status than they were previously. However, they still hadn't reached where their white counterparts were at. But because you gave us a little something, we thought we had something, right? And so now we were able to look and say, well, look, I'm good. I'm doing good, right? So what we protesting for? What we marching about? What we mad for? You know what I'm saying? And we were relaxed, right? So now you get to a point where, and now look, social media and the advent of these damn camera phones and shit, nothing is hidden anymore. Nothing is hidden. So now all this shit, like the George Floyds and the Arbor Mabrys and all that, there ain't none of that shit new. Ain't it's not like they just started this. It's not like we went from Rodney King and then fast forwarded to all this shit, and all the time in between nothing was happening. It's just that now it's being captured more often.
Right.
And
so that's why it confuses me when people say, okay, like it was a joke out there. Now that they elected or projected winning for Biden, and they like, oh, now we could go back to regular racism. What?
See, and that's the problem. See, that's the problem with racism, is that like you got people say, you know, they make America great again. They say, no, I want to make racists afraid again. The problem with racism is that it never really goes anywhere. They just hibernate. They were just like, okay, we're gonna be the fuck quiet. But here's
We're
the
gonna
thing.
take a break for a while.
But see, here's the thing. I don't. That's why
Take a break.
I said it before. I don't give people. Look, I'm gonna treat you exactly where I see you, and like even with Trump, right? When Trump got elected in 2016, I came right on this show and said I don't like it because everything he said he was gonna do. I mean, how do you elect a man like that? But I'm gonna give him the benefit of the doubt. Until Charlottesville happened, I didn't say anything negative about that clown. Once that happened, all bets was off. The gloves came off from me. I didn't give a fuck at that point. You know, so it is what it is, man. But like, no, we can't go back to regular rate. What the fuck is? Okay, just think about that. What the fuck is regular?
Now we can
racism?
go back to regular racism. Like this shit has always been here.
It's
like
all it ain't been nowhere.
There's people still alive. They teaching it down down the line of their children. It's not going anywhere.
Racism
Equality is not about to happen.
Racism
like
is
motherfuckers
taught.
need to get that out of their head. I don't
Racism
understand.
is definitely taught.
Well, you know, racism is taught because if you put a white kid and a black kid and you put them together, all they see is a kid and they want to play.
Right.
So racism is
like I posted that picture up last year when my granddaughter was in the hospital. My grandson, and this little white boy, they just saw somebody in their same age that they could play with.
Yeah.
It wasn't no like a little black child, white child. It was like, yo, this is another little boy playing with these toys.
He just like they like he just like me.
Right.
And when you get older, I mean, and you got stupid ass people on all sides, every race out here, you know. He's black, you know, watching he gonna steal from you, or he's white, he gonna do this, he's Mexican, he gonna stab you, or he's Puerto Rican, and that's just stupid.
Right.
Why can't everybody look at a person for what he is? Oh, this person's an asshole, I'm not gonna deal with him. But just because he's an asshole, don't make everybody that look like him an asshole.
See, here's the thing, right? When you put people on even ground, it don't matter what you do as a black man or woman, you will be looked at as being racist, even though we living in a country that's built on racism, right? Yeah, let me give you a good example about that. Like, so Deborah and I was sitting around talking, and I was like, she don't look bad for a pale white lady, right? And there was another lady, and I was like, she don't look bad for overweight Mexican chick. And she was like, why are you describing them like that? I said, because for every time a white person has said, you pretty for a black girl, or you don't look bad for a black girl.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So now when I say shit like that, it comes off as being racist. But when they say it, you supposed to just let it roll off your back. So I started doing the same shit to them. You know, you don't look bad for a pale white lady. You know what I'm saying?
You know one of the problems I do have, because we do it shit to ourselves. You know, she kind of cute for a dark skinned chick. Like light skinned girls are just automatically cute.
Right.
Which we know is bullshit, because I done seen something that look like a nigga I used to motherfucking like 8 rounds.
Here's the reality of it, because dig this. Like just because you light skinned don't mean you cute to me. Because I've seen some pretty strong face light skinned motherfuckers. Right,
but even in our own people, light skinned chicks get treated or get looked at better as they better than dark skinned chicks. The light skinned chick is supposed to be the
it's all been instilled.
The dark skinned chick's supposed to be the loud mouth, and we stereotype our own self with that. Shit, look at Martin, Gina.
Shit, show Martin, same shit.
Pam, the loud mouth. Look at the two Vivs. The dark skinned Viv was loudmouth, rebellious. The light skinned Viv, you know, she was a wife. She did this. And
I wouldn't say she was a loudmouth, but she was more. She had a stronger personality.
Well, yeah,
big attitude.
She could come off as overbearing at times, but the other one was more docile.
Y'all caught the reunion? Y'all saw it?
I missed it.
It's really good. You should check it out.
Yeah, I missed it. What was it on? HBO?
It's on HBO.
Okay.
What you
talking? HBO. They did a reunion of the Fresh Prince, like all of them reunion or whatever.
But I saw some comments about it, and she was talking about how she had lost a lot of opportunities
Yeah.
for that, and she can't get that. She can't get that 20 years of her life back. You know?
Right. Right.
Because y'all make the motherfuckers. That's why.
Oh.
You said something about a Mexican with a knife.
I said,
Armando.
black person is. I said the Mexican, got the knife and stuff like that.
Oh, okay.
He's like, why we gotta have the knife? I mean, stereotypes and shit.
But
we inadvertently are color struck.
Everywhere you go, you see a group of white people walking around. You looking at them motherfuckers must be in a clan, or you see people see a group of black people, they must be in a gang, or you see.
You know what? I mean, I don't know. I don't do that. Like, and like to say that we are in. I guess when you say we, you mean collectively, as a group of people. But I've never looked at a woman like, for some reason, growing up, light-skinned girls were attracted to me, whatever. But I never looked at it like, oh, I got to get me a light-skinned girlfriend, or I just looked at it. Was she cute? Are you not scaring small children when you walk down the street? Because now we're good. We straight with that. So I never.
The kids. Yeah, I fuck with her.
I fuck with her. She cool.
Deron, like, hey, weren't you just in a fight yesterday?
Right. Yeah. Like, can she spot me in the bench press? I can't really fuck with that.
Man.
Hey, but Deron, could you talk to a female that's a bodybuilder? If you were single, she cute in the face, but she got the motherfucking guns.
No. Well, I put you like this. It depends. If she's a fitness model. See, I know a lot of women who have competed, and they were like fitness models and shit, like, and they play fitness. But like, as far as like, because here's the thing: ain't no man getting that big naturally. So ain't no woman getting like that naturally. Right. So no, I'm not. No. Like they can talk all the shit that they want. Every bodybuilder on the professional level has been injected with some shit.
Yeah.
Well, when I was doing it, I wasn't injecting, but I was like, I'm gonna leave this shit alone.
This nigga. Yeah. So Denise, what about Charlottesville was his inability to condemn white supremacy? You had white people out there talking about Jews would not replace us, and something about niggas. I forgot what the little slogan that they were throwing out there for that. And he refused to condemn that. You got all these, and here's what the blatant, like the boldness of these white people, because they didn't even hide their faces. So they were like, we good, we protected. That's the feeling that they felt. So that made me say, you know what? Fuck this. He can't. But that whole is good people on both sides. No, these white boys are saying Jews will not replace us. You know what I'm saying? And then they were saying and they were saying something about nigga this, nigga that. Ain't nothing good about that. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nothing good about that. So no. So at that moment, that was the time when I was like, you know what? Fuck this dude. And I've never said that about, as much as I dislike Bush, I've never said that about a sitting president.
Which I don't know what happened. I'm trying to figure out what happened, because before Trump became the president, which, they picked motherfuckers to be the president. I mean, let's not be retarded. Okay.
I might agree with you. Maybe back then say there's some validity to that, but a lot of motherfuckers didn't want Trump to be president. A lot of politicians, I would say.
That don't matter. Presidents are picked. I'm saying this. They are picked. When they are not voted for, I feel like they are already established. That's just how I feel. But that's not my point. My point is, when did it come with Trump? Remember how everybody was rapping about him? He in pictures and Diddy chilling with him. Now Diddy hate him? And he was in rap videos and all this shit. Had the show, and most of the people on his show was black people. On the Fired show, whatever the fuck that is. So I'm trying to figure out, in between what time, what was it, the correlation that happened where motherfuckers was like, nah, I don't fuck with him. Where was it? At what point? Where was it? Because motherfuckers always been racist. People always been crazy. Was it because he was allowing and not necessarily validating, but was like, okay, whatever, niggas. Like, this shit happened. Like how you said, you was like, Deron, how when Charlottesville happened, you was just like, nah, I ain't fucking with this nigga. Because the way he went about saying that shit, it makes sense. I can understand your valid point. But it was like, at what point where it was like all of these celebrities, because we just talked about how celebrities in politics, all of these people was like, Donald Trump, I fuck with him. You know, he a businessman. I mean, shit. The United States is a fucking business. We run off of capitalism. If it don't make money, it don't make sense. Why do you think with this COVID shit, there's so much of this second wave, but then it's certain shit that's happening that's just like, you don't want me to be outside, you don't want me to distance. Now I saw recently they talk about they want motherfuckers to wear masks all the time. Like, bitch, you want me to go outside when I'm around nobody and still have that shit on? Negative. But how does that make fucking sense? They don't make sense to me. Let me
just say this. I didn't really care for Trump prior to him becoming president, right?
Me either.
I didn't know nothing about him like that, but I know shit that I had heard about the housing shit in New York and how he, you know, had the lawsuit that, you know, was trying to, you know, get black people put out of his buildings and shit like that. I do know that my aunt, when she worked for the Chicago Mercantile Exchange, they put her up, like they bought her here from California, and they put her up at Trump Tower, and she was telling me about how there was alleged problems with her and some other black people living there. They constantly being asked like, how do they afford it, shit like that, whatever. So I was like, I don't really fuck with Trump. But now your cousin, my cousin did come on the show and was like, man, you know, he said Trump wasn't racist. Said, you know, Trump, you know, be out there partying, blah, 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 whatever. I was like, I can't really speak to that. All I can tell you is what I see, because I do know this.
Right.
There's a difference between white people who genuinely fuck with black people and who tolerate. And Trump is someone who tolerates black people. And he only tolerates you if you have money and if he sees that he can use you for something. That's
he fuck
it.
With niggas. He fuck with people that got money. You got money,
That's it. You got money or status, because he can use both. If you got money or status, he'll fuck with you. So think of the black people that was like conned into thinking Trump was cool. Snoop Dogg, you got money.
Right.
Diddy, you got money. You know what I'm saying? All these people who was fucking with Trump, Nelly, all these people who was fucking with Trump prior to had money, so they figured, well, I've reached a certain status, so I'm in the in crowd. No, to him, you just a nigga with money.
With money.
Mm-hmm. You know,
money is green, and ain't nobody racist against no green shit. So
yeah. I mean, yo, they let you know that in the 70s when they let Captain Kirk fuck a green bitch and not a black bitch.
Come on now.
You know what I'm saying? They're like, yo, you better not sleep with that black woman, but now paint that bitch green, you can sleep with her.
Get that, what's that, how they say it? Alien fucking extraterrestrial stuff.
Get that alien.
You know.
I guess the green chick has some tricks for you, so you know,
But yeah, that's just how I just been thinking with that. I've been thinking about that, like the process of that, like how did it become that? But I do understand that if you got money, that's all he see. He see green.
Okay, so
if you ain't got money, he be like.
So check this out, Sam. There is technically a vaccine for HIV. If you have a pill that makes it undetectable, which means that it can't be transmitted, that's basically.
That's what Magic Johnson took.
Well, they had. I saw a commercial for the shit. I was
the one with all them people talking or whatever.
Yeah,
Yeah, I seen that.
I mean, that's basically a vaccine. But here's the thing. Here's the reality of it. We have a polio vaccine. It took 20 years for them to perfect that shit. Just because they come out with a vaccine don't mean that it's going to be worth a damn. Because
thank you.
Even if it works, it may not work long term. So that's something that you might have to get 2 shots of every year until they say, okay. I mean, so we don't know, just because a vaccine does not mean that we have reached the end of this bullshit. You know.
That is true.
So keep your mask and stay the fuck away from people if you don't have to be around.
My question is, well, to y'all, I don't think I asked y'all how y'all feel. You feel like you want to take the vaccine? Because I ain't taking not a fucking thing.
I'm gonna put it like this.
I tell you right now, for the whole world.
If I ever take,
according to your job, you may have to though.
Yeah, that's fine.
I ain't be part of that first group. It's like the PS5. I didn't want the first one. Get the kinks out.
Armando said, "What if it's mandatory for work? I guess I'll be a homeless, non-working ass motherfucker because I'm not."
Let me ask you this: can the county really do that?
I don't know, because they trying to say that certain shit overrides HIPAA and medical laws. But who are you to tell me what to do with my body?
So here's the thing. If you're here's the thing. Maybe they may not make you take it, but they may make you sign something that say if you get it, you can't sue us.
Now they could do that,
right? Okay.
Because
definitely do that.
I mean, like with the number of healthcare workers who are in there daily, helping motherfuckers with COVID, and then they fuck around and get it.
Right.
Right. So I mean, it is what it is. All I know is that it's like this. I couldn't see myself getting vaccinated before June, July. I can't see that happen because I'm not gonna be around parts of round 1 or 2.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Because I'm comfortable wearing my mask our fashion statement. I got about 10 of them bitches in the car. I could pull out one for every occasion. So
I don't think they can make you. I don't think they can make you take a test for it.
Take a test for what?
He said they requiring testing now. He heard. That's
They shouldn't even been doing that either.
But here's the thing, like Sam said, I don't think they can make you take one as a requirement to remain employed. They may make motherfuckers coming in take it, but they may make you all sign an indemnity form to say, yo, I ain't taking this vaccine, so if I get it, it's just whatever.
Right.
I don't know. We about to find out.
Here's the thing. They couldn't even make the inmates take it because the ones that didn't want to take it, they moved them. They would say, okay, we're going to move you to quarantine isolation.
Mm-hmm.
So a lot of them didn't want to do that. So they took the test.
So you couldn't make a motherfucker who's technically a ward of the state do shit?
Yeah. So if you can't make a ward of the state do it, it ain't like the military where the military said you got to take these shots.
The military gonna get, but they gonna look. The military gonna get you in boot camp and every year thereafter.
And because actually, I don't know if you knew this, Shells, when technically when you're in the military, you are considered as property. You are property of Uncle Sam.
Oh yeah, no, I know that. I know that for sure.
I think you know what I'm gonna do. I think it may be state by state, but that's part of the problem. See, this needs to be whatever the mandate is needs to be federally.
Right.
It needs to be federal, and it needs to be across all 50 states, because you can't say here in Illinois, well, you know, we taking, you know, vaccine, blah blah blah, whatever, and then in Texas and Florida they like, nah, fuck that, we ain't doing that shit. With the exception of religious exemption, I think it should be like across all 50 states, because you got motherfuckers flying here and there,
right?
And I mean, it is what it is, man. I know, like eventually I will take it. That's to answer your question, your original question.
Yeah, I was about to say, did you answer my question?
Yeah, eventually I will take it, but will I be part of wave 1 and 2 and possibly 3? Nah, I'm gonna wait.
vaccination for kids is different because kids, one, they need whatever vaccines or whatever, so they have to show proof that they've been vaccinated. Now, as far as COVID, they might add that onto it.
But here's the thing with kids though. See, even though you've had children die from COVID at a lot lower rate than like young adults and the elderly, but a lot of kids can carry the symptoms asymptomatically. But the thing is, like, yo, so you go to school with all these little nasty motherfucking kids. Your child was straight. They come back, they got COVID, they don't have no symptoms. But now your household is infected, and ain't no telling how it's gonna affect you, your wife, your grandmother, grandfather, whoever else the child comes in contact with. So I mean, this is a slippery slope, kind of like Michelle was saying earlier. This is like some catch-22 shit. And it's just like, man, you know what? 10
years from now, this shit gonna be like the flu shot.
And I don't take that.
Look here, I took a flu shot, my dumb ass. Soon as I got over the COVID shit, I took a damn flu shot, got the goddamn flu. Now, all my years in the Navy taking flu shots, I've never gotten sick from the flu. I mean, from taking the flu shot, never. All these motherfuckers running around here like, man, they got the sniffles. I'm like, man, I'm straight. I'm good. So when the doctor asked me, he's like, do you want it? You know, I was like, man, yeah, whatever, man, whatever. Boom, gives me the flu shot. All of a sudden, now niggas throat scratch. What the fuck?
Damn, that's fucked up. I told the Rob before we started the show, I'm like, man, he just want to kick 2020 right in the ass.
Man.
Armando, you said you don't know employees have gained rights into employees' daily life.
The social media, we technically gave up them rights with social media.
Yeah, I mean, look, a lot of these motherfuckers, like when I see a lot of these, like these reface apps and shit like that, I kind of look at that, I'm like, I don't know. Because a lot of motherfuckers are being caught on social media by facial recognition. Shit like that is just facial recognition. When they get the agent app, it wasn't really for you. Like not only could you age up, but you could also regress the age, right? It wasn't really for you. It's like, yo, we've been looking for this nigga, man, and we don't really know what he looked like today.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
To catch a motherfucker.
Right.
The thing is, a lot of rights that we voted to give up, like the Freedom of Information Act and all this, they was able to get those passed through fear.
Yeah.
So with social media, what do they say? Well, we looking at criminals because they communicate through social media.
Every law enforcement agency, from your local law enforcement all the way up to the FBI, has a task force specifically designed to scan social media accounts.
And then next thing you know, now your employers could look at it. So
employers already do it. Look, man.
But see, at one point they couldn't admit that they did it.
Right.
But now they can.
They already do it. It's motherfuckers that have not gotten jobs because of shit that they put on Facebook or Instagram.
Yeah, because they want to be like, well.
My cousin's daughter, my cousin was trying to get his daughter a job in the mailroom of the law firm that he works at. He does IT for a law firm in Houston. They didn't hire her because of shit she put on Facebook and Instagram. I mean, so it's been being done.
You know, what you post
don't
affect my company making money.
Hey, it's about an image. And that's nothing you need to think about. Because remember, before I got this revelation of how I was gonna move forward with my life, I was like, yo, before I start looking for another job, I'm taking down all my social media because they're gonna be like, this nigga retarded.
Man, I'm telling you. But it's all about what hold on,
let me take this little moment because I scrolled over through one of your stories on accident, and I saw it. So we have a new book out.
Oh man, what you mean scroll? I've been son. Let me tell you.
No, I did not know. I saw it in your story, and it was like sitting, like it was like sitting on the desk in your crib or something.
Oh, that's my aunt.
Okay, but I was
she
like,
got a book and put it up,
okay.
But it looked like a portrait.
Yeah, and but I was like, yo, Shell's got a new motherfucking book out.
Yes.
No, and David didn't tell me. David didn't tell me. Like I knew you had it coming out, but I didn't know it was already out.
She been posting on Facebook.
Yeah, but I ain't really been seeing you on Facebook though.
Nigga, how am I supposed to know that?
Who, him or me? You don't see on Facebook.
I don't see nothing. I don't see. Only time I see David is on Sundays when he praying to baby Jesus. And I ain't really seen you. That's why when your story came through, I just went on here and looked at it because I don't really be seeing you on Facebook.
I don't be on there because I gotta be a representative of my employer, but any fucking way.
Okay, well,
okay.
Let's go get Shells her due then. Let's go get Shells her due.
But yes.
Shells, hold on.
Wait. Oh, you about to
give her the screen?
Big joint.
Nigga, give her the screen.
Oh, he's showing my thing.
Okay.
You still got comment up.
Who?
Armando. At least it's showing for me.
That's the name of the book, Temporary Muse?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, I do all my advertisements myself.
Okay.
I'm gonna go out here and hold on.
This is my book.
Hold on, wrong one.
This nigga is fucking up the camera work.
Look, I'm like, nigga, that's you.
Well, it was good. I couldn't help it.
This is your girl's second self-published book, Temporary Muse by Complicated Simplicity. That's my poetry name. Debuted it on 11/11 of November. It pretty much goes through, my journey of relationships and shit like that over the past couple of years. And, I don't write nothing that's false, so everything that's in here is true. I just don't involve names, so y'all don't know who the hell I'm talking about. Mind your business. But this is definitely my second book, hardcover. I got 119 pages. That's me in the back, my little biography picture. But I have actually, I got 6 more books that I have on hand. So anybody that want to purchase a book, message me on Messenger.
Put one text me right now. Put one to the side for him right now.
Yeah, put one to the side for me right now.
I got you. My book is $25. When you get it from me directly, I sign it. I send you a message. I got a little stuff in there. But you can also purchase my book through the website in which I created it, which is lulu.com. Go on my page and actually, no, I can't do the link. Can I copy the link? I don't fucking know. Because when people go to the website to search for my book, you actually can't. And the reason why is because this is a grown book, so it has explicit content. Within the book, because I got a couple of poems in there that says a lot of stuff. So if you ain't grown, you don't need to be reading it. But yeah. I have it out. I'm working on the ebook version because some people don't like the actual book. I have an ebook version popping out soon. I also talked to David. We got some shit coming up that we trying to do that he's gonna help me out with.
Are you doing the narrating yourself for the book?
For the ebook?
Yeah.
Well, ebook is just like digital book. It won't be an audio.
Oh, okay.
But since you brought that up, I plan on working on doing a streaming, but mine won't be the regular audio book. It'll be pretty much like as if I'm putting music out because it'll be music.
Okay, because I got like 30 some audio books, man. I like it's so much shit I want to read. I like, man, I ain't got time. Let me just put this shit in and go.
But Deron, I got you. I put a book aside for you. Already. I was been waiting for you. I'm like, maybe the nigga ain't see it. Maybe
I didn't. And that's why when I saw the story, I was like, I'm gonna bring this shit up.
Picture picture book. This ain't no damn picture.
Hey, nigga, this ain't Dr. Seuss, man. This is like real
Poetry,
shit.
all right, poetry.
He heard grown stuff, so he thought it was gonna be
Hey,
grown
yeah,
stuff.
Sam.
Oh, no,
Yeah,
no,
Sam.
no,
If you
no,
ain't
no.
never heard Shells do a poetry, it's yeah.
I only got a few erotic poems, maybe like 2, 3 at the most, because I don't really too much do that, even though the people love the sex poems. I don't fucking know why. Y'all nasty.
Rewind.
Hey, but Shells, let's go and tell them what we got in the works. Okay, so what we're gonna do? We're gonna live stream Shells doing poetry.
Right. We're gonna do a private live stream.
The only people that's gonna probably be there is me, myself, Shells, and Diz. Everybody else, we're gonna have do probably Eventbrite, to where you could go on, you pay, and you see Shells do her thing.
Right.
So
do my thing. I'll read some poems. Probably set it up so we can have the live chat, answer some questions.
Right.
Pretty much talk about my journey and just give y'all more of an insight of how I got started writing and everything. So
that's why we're gonna have 3 people there. So
right.
Because if I'm working the camera and audio, I won't be able to do that and do the live chat. So Diz can, he could take control of the music and
right.
Read the comments and stuff. So that way he could relay that to Shells, and then Shells can answer it.
Fact.
So
can y'all hear any of my background right now? Just asking.
No.
Oh, okay. I'm asking because my neighbors, they in fucking club time.
Oh, I thought you said they was fucking. I was like, what?
That's what I thought you said.
No, they on club time right now.
They
like, what the fuck?
They acting like they're in the kitchen. Shit.
God damn. But yeah, no. I mean, check me out. The book is self-published. Everything that I do with my stuff is thank you for posting the link. Is that the link to it?
Yeah.
Because it's gonna ask you for your birthday. That's why I said it's because it got explicit content.
Damn,
but
any lie about your birthday?
Huh?
Nothing.
Ain't like a motherfucker can't lie.
Oh, I mean, you could lie about your birthday, but
Sam kind of young over there.
She old enough. She know what's going on.
She a millennial. She don't know what the hell she doing.
Leave her. But yeah, I got my poetry thing. You can also follow me on Instagram. I got an IG with it, and just check out my stuff. I do like visual poetry, if that makes any sense. And Armando, since you like pictures and shit.
Sit your ass down, Armando. It ain't gonna be no news video.
So calm down. Ain't nothing sexual. But just follow me at this Complicated Simplicity 85 on IG. Just follow me there. And I got my page on Facebook, Complicated Simplicity 1985. Follow me there. So I'm all over with that. But I also still have my you could actually search my first book. You could just search it. It's called Intense on Lulu.com.
Can they buy it?
On Lulu.com. I don't have any copies on hand right now, but I actually plan on doing a double feature.
If y'all don't have the first one, buy the first one, buy the second one. And then buy one for your friends.
Right, you can see my growth
for your friends
in the book process here. If you into books, some people ain't even into books. That's why I said I do have the digital version, the ebook version of my first book has been out, so you can go cop that. It's only $2. And the paperback of the first book is $13, but my new book is $25. It's very worth it. Hardcover, nice picture, everything in there is me. I put all that shit together, so it's worth it. It's just me. I just did it. So what Snoop Dogg said one time in his shit, I would like to thank myself.
Oh, at his Hall of Fame induction.
I would like to thank myself for helping myself. Myself, not to be on no ego shit, but I put work into it, and like this year has been a whirlwind. So I was actually gonna hold like a whole like book release event and let it just be some grown and sexy shit. But due to the pandemic, you
To the
know,
goddamn Rona.
it put a pause on my shit, but it didn't stop me from like pushing it out. And in a couple of weeks I'm gonna definitely post on my Facebook page and talk about and get feedback from people of how they like it, what poems they like, because a lot of people are giving me feedback telling me how they relate to it. I probably get more of a relation to it from women than men, but you know, on the book. But yeah, go out and support your girl. If you want a book, I have now I got 5 on hand since I got a whole one for D. And send me a message. Do not fucking send me no message on my page. I don't mean to curse at y'all. Do not send a message on my page. Text me if you have my number. Send me a messenger chat, or send me a message through my IG page, because I'm not gonna look at that shit on. No, don't send me no message in a fucking post. I don't like that. I like to conduct my business very well. And I take all forms of payment: cash, Cash App, Venmo, Zelle, QuickPay, Western Union in this bitch if you got it. It don't matter.
Food stamps.
Motherfuckers say, look, motherfuckers say Pony Express.
The EBT.
You can Pony Express, but be advised, here's a warning: you do not get product until money actually gets there.
Right. Yeah. And I got
motherfucking home and pigeon, you know, however you want to send it to this bitch.
I got it all. I'm doing invoices too. I'll give you a receipt. I'm very professional.
And if you order through myself or Diz, there's an extra $10 fee. So you would pay $35.
Oh, I'm not a part of that whole like swindle right there. It's only $25. And if you don't live in Chicago, or even if you do live in Chicago and you can't pick it up or we can't meet up, I will ship it to you at no charge for shipping. So come on,
beat that. Girl. You can't beat
but
that.
If you order from me and Diz, there will be a $10 fee plus a $5 shipping fee if you're not in Chicago.
Yeah.
See what Armando said?
Yeah, if you throw them dollars at me.
She said you can throw the dollars all you want, but it better add up to 25.
I'm gonna throw something back at your ass, and it ain't gonna be paper. Don't be throwing no shit at me. I ain't no stripper.
He might be throwing it at the book when he reading it.
But yeah, since I'm plugging in, on top of that, my shirt shop is still up. I'm still cracking.
I still need to go over there.
And I'm way beyond Thanksgiving. I still got a sale. I said, fuck it, we got a sale going on to the New Year. So y'all might want to copy y'all shit till I put it back to regular price. And that's on dqm.threadless.com. I got all shirt types, t-shirts, v-necks, tank tops, hoodies, sweatshirts, motherfucking bags. I got masks. I got the neck garter mask, mugs, travel mugs, iPhone cases, fucking everything.
Damn,
almost everything. I even got kids. I'm gonna start doing kids shirts too.
Oh, hold on, I was about to say, what nigga? You telling kids something?
Huh?
You said I even got kids. I'm like, wait, what? I was like, you selling kids up in this motherfucker?
It stagnated. You said what? I got the kids versions. I got
selling kids in this bitch.
You said like it sounded like you were selling kids.
Oh no. First of all, let's not do that, because you know how today's world is. No, I love the kids, but I ain't selling no fucking kids. That's wow. Oh shit. That's wow. But I got kids shirts, baby shirts, but I only got it in the Thanksgiving top, so I think I'm gonna try to put them in some of the designs that I have, not all of them, because some of them is too grown for kids to be wearing. So yeah.
And for you all that wasn't listening, she didn't say baby shark. She got baby shirts.
Baby Shark. Did I say Baby Shark? It's
No,
the
you didn't say that.
accent is thick.
Some
It's thick.
motherfuckers
New York shit.
up there done probably heard it and said, "Oh, she got baby sharks."
Baby onesies, t-shirts, little onesie long sleeves, and little hoodies. So they got that stuff for the baby. So hit me up if you want a specific shirt for your child, and I ain't got it on there. I'll just do my little magical thing and put it on there. I do not do custom shirts. Let me say that. You want custom shirts? You follow the T-shirt project. That's Monica. I don't do custom. I do my designs. You either fuck with it or you don't.
You need to be more black, sister, because that's some bullshit.
You fuck with my shit or you don't.
She say you either fuck with it or you don't.
Right.
But no, she said it. She sound like the dude for True Kitchen. I don't need your money. If you fuck with it, you don't.
I mean, technically, I'm doing this because it's something that I wanted to do, and I feel like my shit is unique because I still haven't seen what I'm doing out there necessarily. Because everybody got a t-shirt shop, cool, but I still feel like my shit is unique. So you either fuck with it or you don't, and that's cool. Because there's certain black people shit that I fuck with and certain shit that I don't, just because I don't, you know.
I told y'all when she said she had baby shirts, I told you it was somebody that was thinking that.
I did go do that. Nah, I ain't selling kids. Custom sizes, I'm big. I think the biggest size they have in certain shit is the 3X. Armando, 3X is the biggest. Nothing bigger than that. Nothing bigger than that. But yeah, it's extra small is from extra small to 3X. So yeah.
Yeah, you ain't gonna get a lot of men that admit that they extra small. They
Yeah. 5X. Nah, I don't think.
Some of them
I
brothers
don't
today.
think we got no 5X. I believe 3X is bigger. I'll double check, but I think 3X is like the biggest shirt that comes in for my brand right now. But I'll take the big men into consideration, you know, once this shit get cracking.
Yeah, you see how she said it? She ain't say fat, she said big. My stupid ass would have probably said
Look
fat.
at Sam. Yo, I think you got a fan. Armando Sam gave you the hard eyes up in this motherfucker.
Uh-oh.
Sam, sit your hot ass down.
Let me see.
How you gonna say you like big dudes and you dated the littlest nigga at the gym?
Wow. Yeah, Armando right now, the biggest size I got is a 3X.
You got a onesie for him?
A onesie?
For him.
No.
Damn, nigga.
Yo, why you coming for him like that? Yo, no.
Hold on. Time out. Pause. When D say something, you ain't say nothing. But as soon as I say something, yeah, I'm snitching, D. As soon as I say something, all
what up, cuz?
He wasn't skinny though.
He ain't as big as he was when he first started at that motherfucker though.
No, I wasn't talking about him. I was talking about the person that Deron was talking about.
No, yeah, he wasn't that. But I'm saying he's smaller than he was when he first started. When he first started working there, he was a little roly-poly motherfucker. I'm not talking about Armando. No, we're not talking about Armando. We're talking about the bitty dude, the short dude.
Oh, he still needs.
When he first started working at that motherfucker, he was like a little roly-poly. Then he started like boxing or some shit. He lost a little bit of weight. You know what I mean?
He was in the kid's weight.
Some, I don't know.
He could have gained. How you doing, Larisha? I think I said it right.
Larisha, that's my cousin. Yeah, what's up?
What's up, cuz? No, but hey. Yeah, that's my quick plug.
So she don't mind if a nigga big, if he's short, long as he big. So the fact that he had the potential to be 4x4 is fine with her.
I'm confused by that. I'm a little bit confused by that, but it's okay.
Hey, wait, she told Cross shut the fuck up. She told Davey shut the fuck up.
She told you that.
No, she said,
Always,
shut the fuck
always
up. My
like-
last name ain't Cross.
She know better.
Okay.
I jump through this computer.
So
I don't believe you. Let me
how
see.
y'all? Oh Lord, how y'all feel? We got a new verses coming up. It's Ashanti and Keisha Cole. What's your thoughts?
Man, so
Shit, how y'all feel about the Gucci?
I think
One
that
I
I think Jeezy got it. Because with Jeezy, it's all about progression. And Jeezy even said it. He said, man, we've been doing this shit for 20 years. You rap about the same shit. You know what I'm saying? Like with Jeezy, it just shows progression. And even his album cuts is banging. Like I'm not a big fan of Gucci. But like I'm not a big fan of Ja Rule, but the nigga got hits. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I mean, you know,
I just
like
thought it was gonna be major tension.
Well, see, it's just like people was like
because of the past drama.
Right. And like people was telling, like when it first popped off, people was like, man, Jeezy tried to have Gucci killed. No.
Mm-hmm.
Jeezy said that was my guy, but I didn't have nothing to do with that. You know
Yeah.
and that kind of made me think about David. It was like you play stupid games, you win stupid prizes. That's my guy, but he went and tried to rob you. You killed him. It is what it is.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Yeah. Gucci ain't died though. He buzzed back. I'm like, okay.
Yeah. But I think vocally, see, here's the thing. If they was doing a versus battle on a stage where they had to blow out their hits, Keisha killing it. But Ashanti, that's kind of like a draw when it comes to hits. Cause see a versus battle just like I'm gonna play this song, you're gonna play that song. Who got the most hits?
Right.
Right. Like when you got two rappers, to me, it's not a good versus battle. Because people like, man, I want to see KRS-One against like Big Daddy Kane. Okay, if they was actually freestyling against each other, I would say some shit like that. Right. But since we just putting hit for hit, sometimes you don't really get the true essence of that artist. You know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah, you right.
Because that's like if me and Deron did a versus battle, I would murder this nigga.
I'm sorry, I can't be a part of the light skin coalition on that one, nigga. Your doc gonna win. Didn't we already test this out before?
No, because he'd get me on the singing part. I give him that. I can't sing.
I get you on the rapping part, nigga. What?
Rapping? Shit.
Nigga, I
had a nigga done like Daffy.
Nigga, I will rap you.
Okay, David, spit some shit right now. Go ahead.
We're gonna do it next week.
Okay.
But you need time to write some shit down.
I want to make sure you don't have any excuses.
Okay, nigga, whatever, man. Whatever.
Sam said Ashanti can't sing. Now let me say something though. Back in the day, it used to be bad for her live, but she has gotten better over the time though. Yeah. If you see any of her recent,
that's the same thing people said about Beyonce, and her voice has gotten better over the years.
This is true.
You know,
like they both elevated, but I fuck with both of them. Like I like Keisha Cole. Like when she first came out, and ain't nobody really know too much about her, and she was like, "I changed my mind." I was like, "Oh yes, bitch." I ain't
gonna lie to you. You know what made me pay her some attention? I just wanted to be over. I was like. I mean, her voice cold, right? But when she came busting through that wall and shit, I was like, damn, she got some big ass titties.
You know what, Shez? I'm gonna be honest.
When she came with the what?
No,
when she went bust through the wall, I was like, damn, she got some big ass titties.
I'm gonna tell you. See, most men, when we look at actresses, singers, and stuff like that, we give them their credit when credit is due. But if you looking like Grace Jones, you could be the greatest singer ever. We're gonna hold that against you. But if you fine as hell,
why? Because your looks overpower your talent. That's fucking retarded.
Men are perverts.
Speak for yourself, nigga. Speak for
This is
yourself.
evident. I know that.
Speak for yourself, nigga. Speak for yourself.
He said, "Speak for
Hold
yourself."
on. The same
No
nigga that said
fair.
when the titties came out.
I'm just saying.
No sense,
But
nigga.
but I acknowledge that she can sing though.
No, I said we acknowledge that she can sing.
Yeah.
Okay, you got a female here, Grace Jones. Just say she can sing her ass off. You got a female here, Beyonce. She can sing her ass off. Who you going with?
Two bitches
No. That's not even a good comparison. You got a female look like Grace Jones that can sing her ass off. You got a female that look like Beyonce that can't sing. Who you gonna roll with? Because it's all about visuals, right?
Probably still
Oh,
Beyonce.
Beyonce.
Crazy.
Because look, I like Macy Gray. She ain't the prettiest motherfucker.
I like Macy Gray too. She crazy as hell. Sam talking about men are perverts and women are creeps.
Women
Aren't they the same thing?
women are creeps. I remember.
How you figure, David?
I remember when I was in 8th grade.
That was only a few years ago, wasn't it?
How long ago was this?
The girls used to always they used to tell us
like
to spread our
men,
legs, right? And us stupid ass guys, you got the girls coming up to you, spread your legs, but we didn't know what the fuck they was doing. They trying to see if you had a dick print. If that ain't no creepy shit.
When you was 8?
8th grade.
Oh, I was gonna say what? When you was in 8th grade, I ain't never heard no shit like that.
Yeah.
That's wild.
But the bad thing about it, the guys that they never asked to do it, I know they had to feel like shit.
Oh, you saying perverts ain't sneaky, Sam? Are you speaking from experience? Like, what? How did you get this comparison?
Because she a creepy pervert.
She said perverts are not, they just outlandish. I think she's trying to say because women be on the slide paying attention and doing
I mean, but women are little sneakier than dudes. Like I didn't brought it up on the show before. Y'all motherfuckers have us looking at the same nigga y'all want to look at.
But you know, but that's to an extent. See, here's the big difference. Okay. If I'm messing around with Shells, her guy comes around. I'm not gonna say shit because I ain't trying to fuck shit up. Same scenario. Me and Shells messing around. My girl come around. She don't give a fuck because I can find dick. So she don't mind keeping that, letting that shit out. But the guys, we gonna keep that shit out because we want to keep fucking. Fuck y'all looking at?
Because that shit funny. But
is there any validity to that?
I guess so.
I think it's a case by case basis.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, because if you got a woman that look like Grace Jones, she ain't gonna say shit because she knows she can't catch too many people.
This nigga really got a thing for Grace Jones, though.
I don't know, because I'm trying to think of another ugly woman. Shit.
And that's the only ugly woman you can come up, the only strong face chick you can come up with, huh?
Kim Fox.
Wow, yeah, you about right there.
I ain't say nothing. I just made a face.
Hey, I ain't gonna lie. Somebody tried to convince me Kim Fox was cute one time.
But they ain't never did that.
They
never did that.
I gotta say.
When I found out that she had a shorty, I was like, how is that possible?
I gotta say face for the integrity of my employer.
She married to
I don't have them issues no more.
I'm trying to be like you.
You heard me, did
What happened?
She's married to one of Neely's boys.
One of Neely's boys.
Yeah.
Stop playing.
Your boy must still be drunk. I mean, she looks like Chewbacca to me, bro.
Did she extort the nigga into marriage or something? She extort the nigga into a relationship or something?
I don't know. Maybe.
Oh, Sam, say a dead cactus look like a flower to somebody.
Like a flower to somebody. Like, oh, that's so cute. No, it ain't.
Nah.
Hey.
But I mean, yeah, I can say that women be on the creep tip. We be on the sneak tip because right around gray pants season. That's why I be like, nigga, where's you going with them gray pants? Sweatpants. No.
Hey,
Dang.
everybody got their own preferences. I remember one of my boys that was in the Navy with me. He felt like the bigger the woman was, the sexier. And he was smaller than me.
I knew a dude when I was in the service. He liked women's ankles. fuck is that all about?
I don't know.
Ankles.
Yeah,
and I'm talking. We ain't talking about like no sexy, like petite. No, like big woman.
Cankles.
Like ham hocks.
Like you can't even separate the ankle bone from the heel.
The ankle, like the ankle and the calf just run right into each other. They just all the same size.
The ankle runs to the knee.
Right. The foot just goes straight to the calf because that's all one piece of meat right there.
I mean preferences.
Hey, whatever. You know, I mean, me personally, I like to breathe doing sex. I'm just saying. I ain't trying to have no big motherfucker like. Okay. It was this one time.
You better stop talking for they come for you. They're like,
it was this right. Because then they gonna hit me with the I'm body shaming and shit.
Right.
Yeah,
I'm gonna go from the most loved Truth and Logic member to the most hated. I'm taking David's spot.
Yeah. And if you do that, his ego is gonna go skyrocketing.
Man, we know I can't have that nigga be number one over me. You can have the number one spot, Shells. I'll be number two. If that nigga ever get out of that third spot, we ain't gonna be able to do nothing with this thing.
Last time we voted, I was number two.
No, you wasn't. We closed the vote and he held it open and pretty much gangstered somebody to vote for him. So because they even came on and said, I just voted for you because I felt sorry for you.
Did we have to do a revote? Because these motherfuckers tried to play me.
Well, first we got to get our viewership back up, man, because niggas don't ever know when we gonna be on, so they don't be checking for us like that no more.
Cause they was like, Shells it. I'm like, bitch, what? Me? Shells? I'm like, oh, y'all don't fuck with me like that? But then y'all be wondering where the fuck I am if I ain't on the show. Y'all better get on. Y'all better stop playing with me.
Yeah, you know they love you.
I'm be honest with you. I never thought that I'd be that. I thought I would be David. I didn't think I would be you.
Damn, y'all. You know I hear you right now,
nigga. Okay, so was it a secret when you thought I was joking when I told you that I was the sex symbol of the show?
No. Mm-hmm. They like you. You got a better personality, but when it comes to looks, I got you beat.
Oh, there he go with the light skin shit because he light skinned. He look better than me. So we going with the Lizzo? That's what we doing.
Fucking Lizzo. Oh shit! I was looking down. Ooh, what happened?
Yeah.
Good for her.
Hey, her confidence through the roof, boy.
Yeah, that's fine. She's supposed to be self-confident.
Yeah, knock yourself out. All I know is that shit ain't healthy.
Yeah, ain't healthy at all.
She might be healthy. It's healthy, big ass.
Well, okay, I forgot.
That shit ain't good for you, for your organs.
They do call fat healthy, so she's a healthy woman.
Y'all ain't shit.
Well, I've been told that before.
I get told that all the time. Sometimes
but we not used to it like you.
Sometimes I think the kids be telling me that.
We not used to it like you. It takes some getting used to.
Yeah. Man.
I think the kids be telling me I ain't shit sometimes.
They probably do under their breath. Like, dude, shit. Daddy!
If this nigga wasn't paying the bills, I'll kick his ass.
Daddy!
He lucky. Yeah. He lucky he the one that bring the juice in this motherfucker. I'll slap the shit out of him.
Juice, boy. If that motherfucker that had a Capri Sun back.
I was gonna talk about something else, but I had a lost train of thought with y'all.
That's called old age, baby.
I know you know it first before I do.
Or COVID. You know, that's my excuse. When I start forgetting shit, I be like, hey, you know I had COVID. You know, I got that brain fog shit.
You blaming it on this shit.
So we just not gonna contribute none of that shit to old age.
Hey man, look here. Mind your motherfucking business. You know what I mean? My doctor said I was gonna get over it. You know?
He said, mind your neck. Mind your neck. No, come to
Hey, saying we all old though. I mean, we
I'm not
only
too old,
18.
nigga. I'm better.
Nah, nah.
Yeah. Speak for yourself, nigga.
I just muted that nigga Mike.
Oh,
You see this motherfucker here? See this motherfucker here? That's what he gonna have to do. Look, that's what he gonna have to do next week to beat me in this battle.
Shit.
Tune in next week. It's gonna be a versus battle. It's gonna be David. What's your rap name, David? Smooth C.
How many verses do you want? Do you want me to kill you in one, or you want me to do it in 2 or 3? How you want to do this?
You set the rules.
Huh?
You set the rules.
Okay, because we got a show to do, so I don't have time to be really fucking with you. You get one verse, and then I'm gonna come behind you and clean you right up, and then we'll be done.
Okay.
And I facilitate.
There it is. And you lucky that y'all not sitting at this table, because you know I could cue up a instrumental for you.
This is facts. You better be prepared. So we got Smooth C.
So now check it out. This is gonna be some old school shit. No music. Just whatever you think you got.
What do you think I used to do back in the day? We ain't had music.
Well, nigga, I've heard the one line that you keep repeating about crisscross, and I ain't impressed.
What line?
About missing the bus and some other shit.
Nigga, that shit was fire back then.
Okay.
That shit was fire back then.
Something about missing the bus, nigga. I don't know.
It was the verse I had in there. I can't remember.
I done bought up the wrong shit.
I'm
sorry, Shells. Can we mute his shit?
Chris Cross had 2 songs, right? I'm
trying.
Jump and I Missed the Bus.
You can't do it.
So in one of the verses I had was the reason they missed the bus because they got their ass jumped by us. But we talking about that was what? 90s?
That was like 90, 91, 92.
I should have kept with the goals. Shit, I'd be a millionaire right now. One of the rappers y'all talking about.
Nah, trust me. Nah, because I like quality.
Man,
I'm too quick with it, boy. Come on, man. You should know how quick I come back at your ass. That this is not new for me. Don't get it twisted. I'm an R&B nigga, but I listen to rap. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, you about to step into a ram you know nothing about.
All right.
Chill, what the fuck you over there doing?
Ellie rocking. That shit is funny.
Next week I gotta get up with you to get my book anyway.
I text you, nigga. You obviously did not respond or see it.
No, your Zelle is hooked up to your email address.
This is correct.
Okay, so
email a phone number.
You'll get that from me then.
Yeah.
And then, because I ain't worried about the book. I know I'm gonna get the book. You know.
This is facts.
No, I had a temperature a couple days, and you know what? During this time of year, with the weather flip flopping, I usually feel a little under the weather. But without COVID, you don't think about it. So it could have been time you went to the jail with a little temperature. So now, when you feel a little under the weather, you check your temperature. It was, matter of fact, when I went to the doctor Monday, it was 97.6. When I finally got upstairs, it was 91.5. Then it was 100.5. Then I kept checking my temperature. Then it went down. Then went back up. So it just kept fluctuating.
Once you hit 100, they should have checked you because anything.
You was on a roller coaster.
Right. Once you hit 100, they supposed to check
you. They let me walk right out because I was supposed to get a CAT scan on my shoulder. but I couldn't do that because my temperature went up. So I'm gonna try to do it this Monday.
Mm.
And but like I said, during this time of year when the weather, is nice, halfway decent to get cold, I start to feel under the weather.
Man, but you know what? COVID got us all fucked up, man. COVID
Yeah.
got us so fucked up that it went from people sneezing and we like, God bless you, you're all right, to man, go with that bullshit, man.
Yeah.
I still do that though because it's making people act crazy.
Yeah.
It's making people act fucking insane.
You
Like
know, here's
coughing and sneezing is a natural bodily function. So
yeah, but mentally, you people thinking different. But here's a stat that I just found out yesterday. There's more kids dying of suicide right now than COVID.
yes, I did see that.
I didn't know
Because
that.
we being socially distanced. That's why. Which I don't understand that oxy ass moron.
Well, a lot of them because kids are not around other kids.
Right. When they need to
out.
be. That's how they develop.
And,
But who am I?
and what's so fucked up about it is none of these outlets are talking about it. None of these news outlets, nobody's talking about that.
Because they don't give a shit about the kids, as you have stated plenty and many a times.
I mean,
Nobody care about
from a political standpoint, it's not up to them to give a fuck about the kids. It's up to us to give a fuck about the kids because the kids can't vote. So we need to stand up for the kids.
That's
you know
true.
what I'm saying? Because think about it, like what was that 2 years ago? They were doing all these, rallies, and the kids was marching and had all these, were making all these political statements and shit. And it was like, all right, that shit's it's 15 minutes of fame. It's gonna go away because guess what? Ain't none of you motherfuckers voting for another 4 to 5 years. So we don't care what you're talking about today.
Right. Come tomorrow, we might care, but today we get too far.
But the thing is that we need to remember. That's the problem, is that when people slight us politically, we don't take time to remember. I remember you did that, so no, I'm not voting for this motherfucker. Mm-hmm. And you get a small demographic of us that'll be like, okay, yeah, I'm not fucking with it. And because we kept mental notes or whatever, but not enough people do that. And it's like the new shiny toy. Oh, I'm gonna vote for this mother. Like you had like in 2016, 6% of black men voted for Trump. So that's 6% of the 6% because we only make up 6% of the black population, right? This year, 13% black men voted for Trump. Now, why the fuck would you do that?
It went up even more?
Yeah, it went up.
Why the fuck would you do that? You know what I'm saying? And you had some of you
over
talking about motherfuckers talking about he gave us that stimulus check, so you just sold your vote for $1,200.
And you know what? That's another thing. And I'm glad you said that. Us as black people, we are too easily bought off. Mm-hmm. I mean, okay, well, look, we give y'all a little freedom. Oh shit, we won.
Yeah.
Obama the president. Oh shit, we won. Mm-hmm. Trump lost. We got Biden in there. Oh shit, we won.
We still getting scraps like back in slavery when the motherfuckers gave us the ears of the pig, the pig's feet, the fucking chitlins. The same shit, just in a different format.
That's the reason why we consider that bullshit a delicacy now. I don't, but
I don't. I never had it. I thought I was gonna try it. I couldn't do it.
That's why I marked myself safe from that shit.
And you see what I put on your page when you was talking about chitlins, right?
Huh?
When you put on your page about chitlins,
mark safe from it.
Chitlins is dookie.
Yeah, pretty much.
I'm not eating that shit. I've never eaten chitlins a day in my life. So you got people that sit up here and say, well, you shouldn't say you don't like nothing if you don't try it. Okay. If somebody took a shit in the toilet, you gonna eat it? And if they say no, well, you shouldn't say you don't like it because if you don't try it.
Hey, I'm gonna respond to Armando's comment, and then
go ahead.
Then people say that Biden is a racist because of the crime bill, right?
I feel like he is.
And shit like that. Okay, here's what I'll say. As black people, we need to stop that shit. And this is why I say that. When people wrong us, when people do us wrong, we say that they need to make it right and they need to apologize to us and blah, 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 whatever. Well, Biden has come out and said, well, first of all, Biden is not the one. There were 96 senators who voted for that bill. It wasn't just Biden. And all of them weren't white.
It was other people, right?
Right. All of them wasn't white. The NAACP also was in favor of that bill.
Yes, they were.
Because you have to put things into perspective because of what was going on at that time. We had not seen violence at that level due to drugs since violence due to prohibition with Muggsy, with Al Capone and all them boys, right? So they were panicking. Biden came out and said, if I could have did it different, I would have, because it was wrong. Once he said that wasn't good enough, because then niggas was like, well, he just saying that because he running. Well, what the fuck you want, man? All you can do is take what he said, and until he show you something different, roll with that.
You know.
But don't sit and fucking complain. When shit start going south, do something about it.
That's it. That's it. Because all I'm gonna say is this: everything that Biden said that he was about, he on the clock now.
Right. And you know what?
He on the clock. And starting January 20th, brother, you better. Hey, look, see, because we already know that you're gonna be a one-term president. You 77 fucking years old. I can't see you running again.
Old term.
So I think they're trying to get Kamala in there. Honestly,
I'm expecting some executive orders out of his ass.
Right.
Because that's the reason why Obama didn't do that shit. Because Obama was like, yo, if I start popping them their ass with these executive orders, they're not gonna reelect my ass. The white people ain't gonna be trying to hear that shit. And that's another thing. Black people always talking about what Obama didn't do. Come on, man, you up against a rock and a hard place. Mitch McConnell and all them white boys in Congress said that their sole purpose was to make Obama a one-term president. They failed, but that's what the fuck he was up against.
And the only thing I asked, because I said the same thing to people that was like gun-ho Obama that I said to people that's gun-ho Trump. Just because you support somebody don't mean that you can't hold them to task. Like you say, put them on the clock. If you say you're going to do something, do something. When them people did that GoFundMe for the wall, I don't give a fuck how much money they raised. Everybody that supported Trump should be in Trump ass and say, no, we don't want that money for the wall. You said Mexico was going to do it. You need to make Mexico do it. Because that
would make Mexico do shit.
All I know is that Trump,
we do that.
I'm going to say this and then I'm done. Trump is the ultimate grifter. He got y'all, these dumb motherfuckers to give him $207 million for his legal defense fund, and which 70% of it he can use for his own personal use.
Mm-hmm.
So he just hustled the shit out of a whole bunch of motherfuckers.
How can we do that? Hey y'all, we need 270 million. Actually, just make it a cool 300 million. We'll split it up 3 ways. Shit. We'll find a way. Hey, but you know what? We're low by time. We be here next week, God willing.
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead, D. We out of here.
Nigga said we ain't even.
You know, nigga, when have I done an outro since you taking over?
Yo, it's cool. It's your girl Shells BK. Be in tune next week for these two niggas finna go head to head.
This your boy, Smooth C. I'm about to ski the mills.
I'm gonna kill this boy.
You said what, D?
Okay, all right. DJ Diz don't yo. I'm gonna kill this nigga next week.
I'm gonna ski the mills this motherfucker.
Done. The boy is done.
Hey, and go Lions.
Lions.
We out of here, family.
Yeah, bye.
Whatever, nigga.
and we out.